Ripple is still in the middle of its case against the SEC, but it is getting more and more obvious that the SEC is not being fair and is wrongfully persecuting Ripple. How is Congress looking at the case right now? And what other news has come up that could help Ripple? Stay tuned till the end of the video to find out. But first, we are giving away 50 XRP coins at the end of the month to one random subscriber to start on their XRP journey. All you need to do is to like the video, subscribe and comment your thoughts on XRP in the comment section. Welcome back XRP Army. Because of the congressional hearing on the $2.5 trillion cryptocurrency and blockchain sector that took place last week, we gained some insight into how little the government understands about a technology that has the ability to fundamentally revolutionize the way we conduct business. Because of this post, you may be aware of a lawsuit involving Ripple Labs, which is currently being litigated in federal court in Lower Manhattan. The case is Securities and Exchange Commission versus Ripple Labs, and it is being played out in federal court in Lower Manhattan. This means that the amount of restrictions imposed on the nascent cryptocurrency industry, and the SEC is demonstrating why it should stay far away from something that might potentially serve as the Internet of the future, at least for the time being. It asserts that by using this approach, the SEC is establishing a legal double standard that is discriminatory. If Ripple must record its Bitcoin sales, why should this be demanded of the inventors of the first blockchain, who were not forced to do so? Additionally, Congress is beginning to realize this, which might imply that approval by Congress is on the horizon and that Ripple will usher in a new era of financial innovation. Do you agree that this is a double standard? If yes, then make sure to like this video. There's even more good news for Ripple in the works. Formerly known as the legal advisor for XRP2, an XRP-friendly attorney, Jeremy Hogan has been hired as the legal advisor for XRP2, a blockchain project built on the Ethereum network that was created in 2014. It is mentioned on Twitter that the project's very existence is meant for use by banks and governments. XRP is intended for use by banks and governments. The XRP2 cryptocurrency allows for peer-to-peer transactions and expenditures as well as general public transactions and expenditures. This new cryptocurrency was inspired by the XRP Ledger, an open-source blockchain created by Ripple co-founders that powers the original XRP cryptocurrency. This open-source blockchain was the motivation for the creation of XRP2. The SEC versus Ripple lawsuit is currently debating the nature of the original XRP cryptocurrency. Unlike the previous blockchain initiatives, the new blockchain project is prepared to throw all of its cards on the table, including the possibility of a full fork of the XRP Ledger. When we have a full team, we will be looking at running nodes, validators, sidechains, or even a complete fork of the XRPL. Until then, we don't or won't pretend that's what we're doing, because we aren't. When we have our full team, we will explore everything to be the best we can. By the way, do you think this is great news? Let us know in the comment section down below. When a well-known attorney like Jeremy Hogan joins the team, it immediately lends credibility to the concept being promoted. At the very least, that is what the project's creators anticipate will transpire in the near future. And just like that, the project becomes real and we have proved ourselves. We've actually working with Jeremy on another project, so he knows that this is also a real project. Hogan also expressed his delight at being engaged as legal counsel for the XRP2 project, saying, "I am delighted to have been retained as US legal counsel for the XRP2 project. Yes, I do more than just tweet and upload movies to YouTube on a regular basis." Smiley face. Since the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, launched a lawsuit against Ripple, Jeremy Hogan has gained widespread recognition in the Bitcoin industry. The attorney has reviewed and is continuing to research the legal procedure, as well as the potential consequences of the court case, on his YouTube channel. Beyond that, he is a highly involved part of the XRP community in many ways. Due to the fact that the project has not yet commenced, it is likely that his knowledge of the law and popularity within the community may be advantageous to XRP2 at this early stage. Nevertheless, it remains to be seen if XRP2 will be able to fulfill its aims in the future. The peer-to-peer and regular people spending market are our primary targets, as opposed to the bank, government, cross-border remittances business, which XRP is meant for and developed for. On Twitter, the co-founders stated that they were built on the XRPL blockchain and are as fast and as cheap to send as XRP, and that they were built on the XRPL blockchain. While XRP is still in its early stages, it is already being utilized for consumer payments all around the world. The fact that XRP holders have utilized the digital currency for a range of spending, staking, and transfer activities has been proved throughout time as the digital currency has gained popularity. It is possible that XRP2's detractors may regard it as an inflationary element because it is perceived to be a substitute for XRP. But what exactly is XRP's current price in dollars and cents today? In response, the XRP price has slipped back into the negative on Sunday, signaling that the cryptocurrency market has had a rough start to the new week, as the weekend excitement appears to have dissipated across the board in the cryptocurrency business. When it comes to cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, the granddaddy of them all, is still fighting to break through the $50,000 barrier, while Ethereum is defending the $4,000 mark against the dollar. XRP has entered a phase of negative consolidation following the flash transaction on December 4th, with sellers concentrating their efforts around the $1 mark. Currently, the price of Ripple is hovering about 83 cents, having lost approximately 1% so far today, as of this writing. Comment, XRP Army, if you believe we'll see great XRP gains soon. Investors are continuing to express their opinions on the latest developments in the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) versus Ripple Labs litigation, which is still ongoing at this time. Raoul Pal, former head of European hedge fund sales, equities and equity derivatives at Goldman Sachs and former Goldman Sachs executive, claimed in a statement published on Friday that the SEC versus Ripple case created an interesting investment opportunity for XRP. Pal said, "I bought it for the reason that it does have use cases and it is being used, and b, the court case is a phenomenal risk-reward." At the time, he believed the risk-reward ratio for XRP was 10-1. He was completely wrong. After rebounding from the critical daily support line at 79 cents the day before, the price of XRP looks to be heading back towards it. The 14-day Relative Strength Index, RSI, is declining, edging closer to oversold territory but maintaining well below the middle line of the trendline chart, as shown in the chart below. It is probable that the previously mentioned robust support may be compromised in the next day as a result of this development. If the bears manage to breach this important support on a daily closing basis, the probability of a quick sell-off nearing the December 4th lows of 62 cents cannot be ruled out. The lows of $0.7494 on December 6th will serve as a sturdy stopgap until the next significant level is reached. It is necessary, however, for the price of Ripple, XRP, to regain a strong foothold above Saturday's high of $0.8449, which is below a downward-sloping 21-day moving average, DMA, of $0.9236 before it can resume its upward trend. Within the 95 cents to $1 region, we have the 200-day moving average as well as a psychological barrier, which indicates that the market is approaching a critical resistance level. What do you think about Ripple's future? Do you think we'll see it start another bull run now? Let us know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Before heading forward, kindly note that prices of cryptocurrencies frequently change, so by the time you watch this video, it might have changed to a whole new value. The information provided in this video does not constitute investment advice, financial advice, trading advice, or any other sort of advice, and you should not treat any of the content as such. The content in this video is for educational purposes only and hence should not be considered as financial advice. Do conduct your own due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions.